Hello, this is Sheshe coming to you today with my first ever rose tutorial. And today's tutorial, you do not need any special dies, no special punches. I have created a PDF file that I have hand drawn myself of all the flowers that you need. You just download it in the description box below. Okay, we're back and I have all my pieces cut out, and I wanted to show you, here's my piece that I made with the template. If you'll see on the edges, they are really like jagged, and I wanted to show you how I get this jagged look, because when I designed the flowers, I wanted them to be easy to cut out. So I figured that either some people would like them to be with the straight edge, and then some people would maybe like to have them with the jagged edge. So how you do the jagged edge, you just take your scissors and you rotate the flower up and down as you're trimming, and that will give you that jagged edge like so, and then you get that jagged look like so. Some of them is deeper than others, but it just all depends on how much you want it to be jagged. I don't know if you can see that. See, it's real jagged. So, and then if you want it more jagged, just go back and do more. Like that. And then I'm doing this side. I've prepped most of my flowers because I like the jagged edge for my flowers. So I'm doing this side, and then just rotate the flower. So you just rotate it as you're cutting, and that'll give it that jagged look on the edges. But I thought it would be difficult to cut out if I designed it with the jagged edge on the paper. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section below. But yeah, just as you're cutting, rotate the flower, and that'll give you that jagged cut. Okay, so we're ready to prep our flower. You'll need scissors, glue, and what I'm using, I'm not using any special tools, I'm using things around my house. So what I have here is a thermometer. This will be my stylus. I'm using the Signo pen as also a stylus, like the rounded edge. So I'm just showing you that you can create all these things. You can create the flower with things around your house. And the pad that I'm using is a stamp mat. So I'm not using anything real expensive. I think stamp mats go for like $2. So what I'm starting out with is the bud. So I'll just prep that with my thermometer. Here, I'll tilt the camera down a little bit more so you can see. So I'll just give that, press that up. This is fairly simple. A lot of people have seen buds form before, but if you haven't, I'll do this really quickly. So you just kind of pull that together with the rounded edge. Sometimes you gotta give it a curl to form the bud, like so. Sometimes you don't even need a stylus, you just need to pinch it with your fingers, like that. On each little petal. And then just group them all together, and then give it some glue, like that. And that's your bud. So then I'll just put some glue in each little petal to form our bud. Assembling the flower is not really hard. People just make it seem hard. Technical difficulties. I'm using glue instead of hot glue, just regular glue, because I don't want my bud to be real bulky. Sometimes it's just easier that way. And it does take a little bit longer to dry, but that's okay. The look of your flower will be a little bit better. Just give it a press and it'll stay. So everything's just grouped together and you just hold it. And hope you can see my bud. Like so. So I'm going to give that a dry and I'll pause the video and come back. Okay, I'm ready to work on the next layer, which is number 2. And I'm just going to shape it with my hands and form this shape right here. That's going to go around the bud, like so. It's just going to be around it. Just give it just a round for each petal. Just pinch it with your fingers. Really doesn't take much to form this flower. So that's number 2. And then you can just put some glue in the middle. And then offset your bud. Then just let that dry. And then you can shape it more as it dries. So we'll set that aside. Then we'll work on number 3. And number 3, you just take your stylus or whatever you're using to shape your flowers. Give it some shape, like so. Turn it over. Give it a shape in the middle. It'll like form like that. Go to the next flower, which is number 4. Turn that one over. Give that one some shape. But like I said, you can use whatever you have around the house and it'll still be a pretty flower. So I'm going to flip this one over. So we're still forming. I have number 4 already done. So I have number 5 going on. Now I'm going to add some paint to the edges of all my flowers to give it some color. And this flower is inspired by the Prima marketing flower called the Rose Gold Kiss Rose on their website. Comes in a box of 24. I really love those flowers. I wish I could get some, but I just am on a budget this year, so I thought I would try to make some. Now mine don't look exactly like the ones on the website, but I'm going to try my best to make them as pretty as possible. So here I have this gold marker, and I'm just going to open it and just brush this marker right on the edges like so, and just do that across all the edges just to give it some gold. Now this is optional, you can omit this if you want. So what I'm going to do is do this to all my petals, and then I'll come back and we'll put our flower together. But this is how I do it, just to give you an idea of what I do to get that gold. You can use paint, or if you have some other type of sparkle, or you can just leave yours plain. But I really like this look. You can put some more on others. So I'll pause this and we'll put our flower together. Okay, our flower is going to come together rather quickly. Okay, we're going to start with number 5. So put some glue right with number 5. So I'm going to bring this up to the camera, and all you do is offset number 5 with the second number 5 and just give it a good press, and that's the formation of the bottom. Then you go with number 4. So I'm going to give some glue the center and give that a good press and just offset that one and go from there. Give that a good press. Then we go to the next number 4, and here's that one, and we'll give that one an offset. Give that a good press. So it's coming together. The next one is number 3, and that's this piece, and you just offset that one, put that one in the center, and give that one a good press. And then number 2 and number 1, that's our center, goes right there. So I'm going to put some more glue right there, and then you kind of want to offset that, so put that right about there and give that a good press like so. And that's our rose. Now you may want to just give this some more shape so that it all forms the shape of a rose. But that's our flower, and I'll probably put some more of that paint on top to give it some more shine to match the rest of the flower. So yeah, just give it some more, just kind of curl it a little bit more. But here is the flower, and it matches the other one I made. Where is that one? Ah, here it is, like so. Here we go, all made with the set. So I want to thank you for joining me, and I appreciate your time. So take care, everyone, and I hope you enjoy making your own. Have a great day.